What's up everyone, Rui here and welcome back to the channel. I have another review video for you all, and I think it is one that a lot of you might be really excited for, considering that the outfit picture that I took with this piece was very well received over on the Techwear subreddit page. So first and foremost, thank you so incredibly much for showing so much love and support towards it. As the title suggests, today's video is going to be a review and styling video for the Elhaus Vagabond jacket in their new in-house performance fabric called Ghost Textile. It is truly a pretty interesting looking piece with so many different components involved in it, and definitely we will be diving deeper and taking a look at what the whole Ghost Textile is all about. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. A small disclaimer before I continue, this piece was indeed gifted to me by the guys over at Elhaus, so thank you so incredibly much for giving me the opportunity to check this piece out despite the channel still being relatively small. Just a brief overview about the brand. Founded and based in Jakarta, Indonesia, Elhaus is a menswear brand that focuses on the idea of bringing modern aesthetic clothing, but at the same time still incorporating and preserving certain traditional garment making methods. It's a very interesting brand to kind of dissect and see what style the brand makes, but it's just really difficult to put them into one because they take inspiration from many different styles and incorporate them together into their pieces. In certain pieces, you might find a militaristic silhouette, but with the added of sashiko embroidery, while in another piece you will see the usage of denim that is very Americana influenced. Then you have the Vagabond jacket, which is based off a traditional Japanese silhouette. I would say the Vagabond jacket is one of the iconic and staple pieces from the brand, as it has been seen across multiple different collections, as well as with each variation having some design and fabric material changes. Being someone who's into techwear, I was actually really interested in the asphalt variation that featured a 3-liter waterproof fabric, but unfortunately I didn't get around to get it. Hence I am super excited and glad that it came up with the whole Ghost Textile fabric technology that features similar functionality. In my opinion, the Vagabond jacket is an excellent piece to showcase the uniqueness of Elhaus, as it's a piece that incorporates many different styles. Primarily, the silhouette of the jacket is based off a Noragi, which is a type of traditional Japanese workwear. You have the open front design and the 3/4 sleeve cutout. However, the way it fits on the body is quite different from a traditional Noragi. From what I could gather, a traditional Noragi has a much more flowiness and loose cutting that would provide additional mobility and comfort that accommodates the active lifestyles of farmers back then. This, however, has a much more fitting cut towards it, which might also be because I went through the size. And if you are wondering about sizing, the one that I am currently wearing is an L size, which maybe if I want it to be a little bit more loose fitting, I could go a size up, and I think that would be just fine as well. In addition to that, it feels more rigid and stiff as it utilizes a thicker cotton tulle fabric that has a canvas-like feel, which also provides a strong structure for the jacket. It's pretty similar to something like a denim or Harrington jacket. Because of this, it does not have any stretchiness, hence I definitely do feel a little bit of resistance when I am performing bigger arm movements compared to my other functional outerwear. But I would say for everyday movement, you are not going to have much problem with it. I do hope as the jacket breaks in a little bit more, it will start to be less stiff. The Vagabond jacket this time around is part of their new Ghost Textile fabric series, which first off, it does have a pretty cool ring towards it, but also it actually is really fitting as to why it's called Ghost Textile. Basically, it is the brand's in-house developed performance fabric that is made from 100% cotton, but with the added waterproof functionality. For me at least, especially during hotter days, I really like to wear cotton fabric materials as I just like how the cotton material feels on my skin. However, when it comes to performance wise, it barely has any, as cotton is a highly absorbent material. Thus, if you do get caught out in the rain, you are going to be soaking wet. Usually with any waterproof or water resistant fabric, that mostly consists of synthetic fabrics such as nylon or polyester. Therefore, it is pretty amazing to see that they are able to achieve such similar functionality with a natural fabric. My guess is that the fabric underwent a very good coating of DWR treatment, which makes me believe that over time the waterproofness of it will eventually start to fade. but the good news is I guess the DWR treatment can be reapplied if needed be in the future. For this collection, they released a total of 5 different pieces featuring the Eclipse jacket, which is a brand new jacket silhouette from them. The Vagabond jacket is the only piece to come in 2 colorways. I have the all black one, but there is also a black and olive color variation. All of them feature the Ghost Textile, hence you will be paying slightly more compared to the previous collection pieces. When it comes to real life application, the Ghost Textile will be able to keep you dry if you do get caught up in the rain or snow. However, I would say that because of this jacket silhouette, you aren't going to benefit too much from the performance aspect of this fabric, as it is more of an open design. Therefore, you are not going to get full weather protection from it. That being said, there are some things that were added onto the jacket to kind of help out more in this department. First off, they added a buckle strap in the middle to allow you to fasten your jacket if needed be. This will for the most part seal the jacket up, but there still will be a little bit of exposed area at the top. For light rain or emergency situations, it should be able to keep you somewhat dry or give you a little bit more time before you can find shelter. Alternatively, since it's a Noragi, you could always just layer a shell jacket underneath it that will give you a full weather protection. If you do intend to layer with this piece anything more than 2 pieces, I would suggest you to consider sizing up because this is a fairly fitted jacket. Another thing that you can find on the jacket are these fastening straps on both sides of the jacket. If you do find yourself in a windy condition, you can tighten the jacket up using these straps to allow less wind to enter, essentially giving the jacket better wind protection. All in all, there are improvements done to the jacket if we were to compare it with its traditional counterpart when it comes to providing the wearer better weather protection. Design and feature wise, it does have a very utilitarian look towards it with all that is going on with the jacket. In a darker condition, you are not going to see much of it because the piece is primarily black in color. But it is when you are kind of in a brighter condition, then you start to observe all the little different materials and components that's on the jacket. In total, there are 7 pockets that can be found on the jacket. One thing I really am a fan of this jacket is the very asymmetrical design it has. The left side is almost completely different looking towards the right side, with the only symmetrical design being the 2 lower pockets. It kind of reminds me of a tactical vest with all the different shapes and pocket placements. Something I really have to commend is just how sturdy the pockets are, even when heavy things are being placed inside. Taking a closer look at the right side of the jacket first, this is the more minimal side. It features an angular chest pocket that can be secured using a snap button, and underneath it, there's an almost hidden pocket that you can access on the side. I am really in love with this pocket because although there's no zip or button to secure it, it does run pretty deep, and along with the side access, it makes things inside feel really secure. Moving towards the left side, there are a lot more details and things going on here. It still features 2 chest pockets excluding the lower pocket, but with a completely different look. There's a zip pocket that has a much wider opening compared to the hidden pocket on the left side. I would say that this is probably the most useful pocket on the jacket, as it features a zipper, hence you are able to keep all your important things such as your wallet or even passports when traveling unpermitted again safely without any worry of them potentially falling out. The next pocket has a quick release buckle system, and you probably have seen it being used on technical bags, so it's pretty interesting to see it being applied on a jacket here. It's a rather small pocket, hence there is not much things you can put inside. I do find myself putting my face mask in there, or if you do own AirPods, this pocket will house those small little things just nicely. The last pocket is this massive one located on the left sleeve of the jacket, and it kind of has this similarity towards a M18 bomber jacket, but a much more exaggerated one, as it basically wraps around the entire sleeve. Honestly, I don't know what you are going to be putting in here because the fabric is sort of a softer nylon material, hence it will get deformed looking if you intend to put heavy things inside. I believe it is more of a design choice rather than a functional one, as it creates this asymmetrical dual layer look on one side of the sleeve, and I think it looks especially cool if you do layer a shell jacket underneath it, which kind of looks like a modern day samurai armor. Now, this is not part of the listed feature, but I actually found that you can technically flip it it the other way and wear it inside out. It's able to do so because the pockets are all sewn on the outside, leaving the inside a rather clean look. This will be great on days whereby you want a much cleaner look without all the heavy pocketing and straps. It does have a much more deconstructed and raw look, which I think gives out its own charm as well. Some other final design details of this jacket that's purely for aesthetic reasons. You have stripes of nylon webbing across the jacket, which I think is fine as it adds a new shade of black which helps to break the monotonous of this piece. All in all, I really do love the Vagabond jacket a lot, as it's pretty much something that I can see myself wearing on a daily basis. It's a fairly simple piece, but at the same time offering designs that are interesting enough to set it apart from other outerwears. I do kind of wish it does have slightly better articulation, but other than that, there really isn't much to complain about it. As of today, apparently a lot of the sizes are already currently sold out, so for those of you who have missed the drop on this jacket or are planning to get one yourself, hopefully they will be doing a full-size rerun sometime in the near future. What are your thoughts on the Vagabond jacket? Do let your thoughts be known down in the comment section below. As always, if you have watched all the way to the end, thank you so incredibly much, because it really does help out in order to add in the number of hours that the channel needs to be qualified to start generating a little bit of revenue. If you did enjoy watching today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel or just haven't been subscribed yet, it would really mean the world to me if you guys can go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, as we are closing in to 2,000 subscribers. And I do have something pretty cool planned for that. But in the meantime, stay safe and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.